All right, good afternoon. It's Wednesday, November 16th. This is Neil, and this is Simple Futures post-market kind of wrap-up review. And just taking a look at the S&Ps here, get a kind of a read on broad market by doing this. Notice this first screen that I want to start out with tonight. I'm doing this for a reason. I'm starting very specifically from the 11th through the 16th. I'll show you why in just a second, but that's all we see right here is looking at the profile of that date range. And the takeaway here is, well, you know, the high and low of the range, etc. The value area, high, low, and point of control really, though, is what I'm mainly focused on here. So we've got two HVNs here, one up at 4,000 right with the value area high, and another one down here at the bottom along with the point of control. So let's look at the point of control here today being about 70, well, for this entire range, for this date range, being about 39.75, okay? And the other price that's important is this little valley between the two HVNs that kind of keeps price glued to one and away from the other, and that's the middle of this at 39.87, which traded a little bit today, traded up there, poked up there a couple of times, but failed today, right in the middle of this. So here's why I wanted to start with this screen. Takeaway being 39.75 though. Go to a daily. We looked at this, kind of shows us that since Friday the 11th through today, we've just been sitting here range bound sideways. I mean, it poked up that one time yesterday, but it's just sideways. Moreover, the to crack the bottom of that, which it wouldn't surprise me, I guess, at this point. I was looking for it to test a little higher than what it has. As we know, we had bullish targets that's up there that has not been tested yet, but it is what it is. I can't do anything about the fact that it's just sideways for 4 straight consecutive sessions now. And remember the price, $39.75. That's the point of control for all of that, body of trade over those 4 days. To kind of break down below those lows, it's going to come in and look for something down here to test. So let's go see if we can figure that out. And here's what that looks like. So the start of that I showed you was Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the sideways trade. I broke that body of trade out specifically to profile it, got the 75 print that we just identified. Now look back over here with me and see that, it looks like this big fast sprint of a run up on Thursday gets low volume, kind of a valley, with peaks above and below, but this little valley back here that's just laced with, single prints along the way. I'm looking at this like there is a price here that we've already talked about, frankly, earlier in the week when I was doing the videos. I was like, well, looking for it to test down here and give you some bearish targets and then hold and bounce for the bull target that has not traded either. So nothing that we've been looking for really has played out this week. Not the break into support, nor the bid into the targets on the overhead. Really nothing. But that price looks to me to be like right there. It's basically 45, I guess. So what that does, I think what that does is this thing can break to test. I swear I thought maybe it was going to do it today, to test about 45, and give us the answer. What's the deal? If it's going to catch and hold support, then it's going to do it pretty tightly, right there on that price, because below there you can see slips pretty easily, slips swiftly all the way down into this HVN down here, which we know to be very important. It has been for a long time. I mean, my goodness, if the number's 39, 11, 12. I mean, my goodness, we could go to a daily chart, just snap a line at 11, 12 right there, and that purple, follow that thing back to the left, and look at how it's breaks the support there, boom, boom, boom. Comes back up after the break, comes back up and tested a few times. My goodness, comes back, touches off on it just perfectly right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 some odd times there. 3 more days here. I mean, it's obviously a very important price. Goes without saying. It's an old end of quarter settle. It's an HVN. It's a big deal. So, I'm just gonna have to flip a coin and pick a side, right? It appears to have tried higher unsuccessfully. Highs for the move on selling, settled rather weak against that little throw over top. It has not triggered a short yet based on that setup. That's a pattern, little shooting star type thing. The trigger is a breach of the low of that starts to bring it in. I'm going to go with, I guess I'm going to look for this thing to start to come in a little bit further, starting tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, test down 45, give you an answer. What's it going to be? Very well could be support. However, I would honestly look for it to hold on a first test, bounce a bit, come back in, address that price with a press that gets a slip down to, we'll go 39, 11, 12. That's what I'm going with. I guess I'm going to go look for the breach of these lows to take it into 45. 45 on first test, bounce a bit, come back, readdress it, and trade down to like 11, 12 over the next couple of days, Thursday, Friday. Now, we have to be prepared for that's the read, but what if, right? What if that is absolutely, completely upside down wrong and it goes the other way? Then that 45 holds and sends it up, and just absolutely, that's it. 45's, the spot that holds support, sends it up northbound, and it'll be over, not anytime soon, like tomorrow, but maybe into first of next week or something. It starts working its way back up here, and the bull target will be 4092. I think 4092. It's going to reach up here, and at some point, I guess the bull target up here would be to try to test, like it did back here at August 16th or whatever, test that 200 period moving average up there at like 4092. So that's all I got. I really don't have anything tonight. This has been really quiet price action, and frankly, it's just my turn, to do the end of day kind of wrap up, and so but I really don't have a whole lot to point out here. Preference here would be, though, a little break that this throw over top kind of was a little rich for the first test, and it needs to come in. And the two levels there that I'd be looking for would be that 45 and 12. That's it. That's what I got. A good trade. Nice evening. We'll do it again at the next update.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency. It's one of the things that won me